Hey everybody, it's Christine with the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel, and today I'm cooking my version of pork fried rice. But before I get started with the recipe, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you get notified of when I post the next video, and comment below on the recipes you want to see on the channel, and also comment below any questions you have about cooking with a disability. And then after you watch this video, don't forget to go over to Disability Designs ETC, where I create disability themed merchandise that promotes inclusion, awareness, and acceptance of people with disabilities. And now that we've got all that covered, let's get to today's recipe. Come on over with me. So I actually have my normal stock pot here today, and I have 1 turn of olive oil in the pot. I am going to actually turn the heat on, and I have a pound of pork for stir fry. That's basically just pork that's cut up like stir fry, or sliced in a stir fry fashion that you would be using, or that you would find that's going to go ahead and cook a little bit quicker. And so I already hear that sizzle. I have my heat control, which the heat knob is very important. I have that on medium high right now, but for this recipe I may need to adjust it, which is totally okay. I'm going to add to my pot, hold on one sec. I'm going to be adding some garlic powder, some onion powder, and some ground ginger today. So for the garlic powder, it's going to be about 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder. And of course, I will have this recipe below for you guys in the comments, or in the description below rather. I am also going to add some ground ginger. Now, be careful with the ground ginger because it has a very strong taste. If you don't want to use ground ginger, you don't have to, but it kind of adds a little bit more of the flavoring that I need for Asian food, okay? So I'm going to add that. I also have, and I'm going to add a little bit more, guys. And be careful because it's a bit, the seasoning may come out a bit clumpy. That's okay. That's just the way ground ginger kind of works. And my pot is already sizzling. And then I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of ground onion powder, guys. I'm going to go a little bit, hold on one second. I'm going to go a little bit lighter on the onion powder today. That's a little bit lighter. I am also going to add some soy sauce, guys. All right? I want to get that closed just enough right now. What I'm going to do, I also have about 1/4 cup of water. Just going to add a little bit, guys, to the bottom. I think it helps the meat stay juicier. I may add a little bit more, but I have 1/4 cup there reserved. You can use it. You don't have to. I like to use it just to keep the meat more tender, guys. So I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you also for subscribing to the author newsletter, where I share great tips about assistive technology for you guys. And I share what I'm doing in my author journey. I also share some of these recipes, guys. So don't forget to go over and subscribe to that. And I'll leave the information for the newsletter below as well. I am being very gentle with this, guys. I also have here, and actually, let me just take a look. I also have here, I said before, some soy sauce. I have some scrambled eggs that I have already scrambled before. I'm going to add a little bit more ginger, guys. Some scrambled eggs that I scrambled before we started videoing today. And I'm going to add that. I also have some Asian seasoned boxed rice that I got from the store. You could use white rice. if you like. That's not what I was going to use or what I am using today, but I'm using 2 boxes of that. And I'm also using some frozen peas. I want to turn this so it doesn't burn, guys. I'm also using some frozen peas. And of course, I'll leave the recipe for you guys in the description. So you could use, like I was saying about the rice, guys, you could use white rice. And I've left you guys that recipe on my Healthy Living with a Disability blog website. So you could use white rice as well. I'm not doing that today because I just wanted to show you a different way to do this. I'm going to cover this for 1 second. I'm smelling the ginger smell. It smells wonderful. I'm going to cover that for a second. I'm going to come over here and also show you I have some scrambled eggs. This is 2 scrambled eggs, guys. I didn't do anything special to this. And then my rice, and then in a little while, I will show you my mixed vegetables. You could use green bean Asian mix as far as your vegetables are concerned. I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna go ahead and check on my pork. This is, guys, is gonna cook all together. It's gonna be about a 40-minute meal, but this meat is gonna cook 5 to 7 minutes, and then that'll be when it's brown. I'm not gonna cook it all the way through. I'm just gonna cook it 5 to 7 minutes before I start adding other ingredients, guys. And I wanna make sure that I keep an eye on it. This way it doesn't get burnt, guys. Okay, I wanna cook it just enough. I have the heat right now on medium high. If you wanna take a look at that, do not be afraid to adjust your heat knob, guys. That's what it's there for. In a second, I'm just gonna turn, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna turn this meat, guys. But anyhow, this meal is gonna take about 40 minutes after you cook the rice, because the rice is an Asian rice, that it is a boxed rice, and you have to follow the directions on the box to make the rice. I made it in the microwave. I'm gonna give this just 1 more minute, but I'm gonna come over here and talk to you about the rice. I made this rice in the microwave, guys. Just again, another tip to make things a little bit easier. And then I'm gonna add some soy sauce. Now, when I talk about, and this is my favorite soy sauce, but you can use any kind of soy sauce you like. When you add the soy sauce, and we'll get into this in a little bit, but when you add the soy sauce, you're gonna do that to your taste and your liking. I will, of course, leave my recipe, but if you wanted to add more, you can. So don't be afraid to add more of the seasonings, or less if you like. This is just my version of how I make this pork fried rice. So now, what I'm actually gonna do first is add my rice. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna be careful because everything in here is hot already. This is a very small spoon, so let's see if I can. I don't have another spoon right now. Let's see if I can just toss this in there, and I can. Being very careful, of course, guys, to toss that rice in there. This rice already has seasoning, guys, so I'm not adding any salt to this. I am not adding, you guys know that sometimes I use broth. I am not doing that. I'm just breaking this apart because it's been in that container. So I'm just gonna break this apart. I'm gonna turn it, guys. I want you to see that pork and mix it in. Remember to stir in your ingredients so everything gets evenly cooked, right? I'm gonna add, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna add my egg. My egg is already cooked, guys. If you don't like eggs, you don't have to add eggs. this is just what I like to do, right? And this is already cooked, so there I go, and my hands are clean. Make sure, speaking of hands being clean, make sure, guys, that you're always, always, always using food safety, and make sure you wash your hands before you start cooking, guys, so you are cooking and your hands are clean. Let's turn this again before I even add my soy sauce. I hear this is sizzling, and look at that. As this cooks, guys, even though we put the meat in for 5 to 7 minutes, as this cooks, that meat is going to cook some more for you, which is why I did not completely brown it. And again, I'm going to leave the directions for this recipe in the description below. This is sizzling. Now I'm going to add my soy sauce. And then shortly I'll be adding my peas and carrots. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's add some soy sauce to this, guys. Guys, I'm going to tell you, you're going to add about 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. If you want to add more than that, you can. You know, this is just to your liking again. And a lot of the reason why I'm here on the channel cooking for you guys is to show that cooking with a disability is possible. That there are ways to cook things, and that cooking with disability is possible. So I am going to stir again, and gently, guys, because this rice is already cooked and I have eggs in here. I'm going to gently cook this. Oops. And I'm going to be very careful. Another reason why I love to show actual cooking, right? So you can see, you have to be careful and hold this pot steady, even though it moves around a little bit. Hold it steady, guys. So now I am going to cook this for about 5 minutes and come back to it. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover this and cook it. Where's my lid? I'm going to actually cover it. I'm going to lower it again, and I'm going to cook it for about another 5 minutes, and then we'll be back to show you what the next step is. Thanks so much. Hey everybody, it's Christine with the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel, and I'm back cooking my version of pork fried rice today, and let's see what's going on over at the stove. So this is what my rice, my pork, and my egg, my scrambled egg, looks like after about 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes cooking together, right? I want everything, I want all of the flavors to get together and be happy. And so while you guys weren't with us, I did also make sure to continue to stir the rice. And I did use that additional water that I was talking about earlier. This allows the rice to be a little bit crispy, right? Even though we have already cooked this rice. Remember, guys, you could also use white rice, which I have a recipe for white rice on the Healthy Living with a Disability blog that you could use, and just add your soy sauce to it, so you don't have to use this rice. Again, this is just what I did today. This, guys, is frozen peas and carrots. This is about 15 ounces. I am putting it in there frozen. Why? Or you may ask me, why did you just put it in there frozen and not allow it to defrost or even microwave it? Because I want the fluid that comes out of the ice crystals that have frozen the vegetables to meld into this recipe as well, into this dish. And I'm going to be careful, guys, right? So I am going to stir this in, and then, hold on, guys, I want you to see this. I'm going to stir this in now. This is what it looks like. I am going to cover this again, and I'm going to cook this for about another 8 minutes, guys, because I want these peas and carrots to cook, right? But I'm not going to cook them all the way to get mushy. So that's why I'm saying 8 to 10 minutes. So keep an eye on it, but I am going to cover it again. Remember, the lid is super important. Make sure to cover it again. I'm going to cook it for 8 to 10 minutes. Probably 8 to 9 minutes, but I say 8 to 10 minutes. Everybody's stove is different. And then when we get back, we're going to plate it and show you what it looks like. Thanks so much. Hey everybody, it's Christine. We're back on the Healthy Living with a Disability YouTube channel, and today we are finishing up our pork fried rice. So let's go over to the stove and see what our end product is looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up for you guys before I even, oh my goodness, look at that deliciousness right there. I'm gonna shut this off. This is gonna be very, very hot, guys. So you're gonna be very, very careful. This is after about 8 to 10 minutes of the peas and carrots in here with the rest of this beautiful food, okay? I just made sure I did again, and I will leave the recipe in the description for you guys. But I did add a 1/4 cup of that water that we were talking about. And so this is after 8 to 10 minutes. So the peas had a chance to cook in here with the pork and the rice and all these other beautiful ingredients. It is sizzling and hot, guys, as you may be able to see from the steam coming out of the pot. So please be very careful. My stove is shut off. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I plate. Hold on one second. And I did, between those 8 and 10 minutes, guys, I did take the lid off probably twice and gave the rice a stir so that it could cook evenly. Being very careful with this, guys. Again, it's very hot. Food safety always first. Look at this beautiful food, guys. Let me move that over for you. Let's show that one more time, guys. Hold on one second. Let me move this over. Let me remember, guys, that's the other thing I want you to remember. Remember always to take your food off of the burner, because even when we shut the stove off, if you leave that pot on the stove, it's still going to continue to cook and it could burn your food. So you want to move your pot off of the burner once you're done cooking your food. So let's come back over here, guys, to this beautiful food. I'm going to show you guys a trick. Watch this. So here's my food, and I have stuff. I have rice and stuff from the meal stuck on my spoon. I just used another spoon, guys, to go ahead and get that off of there. That's just a little trick I use. Sometimes I feel like I'm ringing a bell. The dinner bell is in effect, guys. So let's look at this beautiful food we have here. Look at this. You have the pork, you have the scrambled eggs, you have the peas and carrots, and this beautiful, beautiful rice. Let me go ahead and do what I normally do, guys, which is try to get, oh look, and I just cut this pork with the spoon. Oh my goodness, or I thought I did. Maybe not. Nope, I didn't. I thought I did, guys, but oh, yes, I did. It's so soft that I just cut it with the spoon. Let's get a good, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's get a good look. I want to show you guys, you got the pork, you got the egg, the rice, the veggies, and let's go in for a taste, guys. Again, be careful, please. This food is hot. Make sure you blow on it before you eat it. when it comes right off the stove. I generally, just so you guys know, I let my food sit for about 5 minutes before I actually serve when I'm not doing the videos. This way the food can cool and not be so hot. But we're gonna take a taste of this. Oh my goodness. The rice is perfectly cooked. The seasonings just are such a wonderful complement to the rest of this food. The vegetables, the egg, everything tastes so good. It really got incorporated very well together. I'm gonna take one more bite, guys, because you know that's what I love to do for you. I want to show it to you again, just so you can see. Oh my goodness. Blow on it, make sure it is, you know, not too hot when you're eating it, guys. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Instead of takeout this week, guys, go and make this recipe. It is so delicious. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, and we will see you on the next video, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching another amazing cooking video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification button so you get notified of when I post the next video. Also, don't forget to go grab your copy of Cooking with Ease, your guide to cooking with a disability, available now on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. Thanks so much, and see you on the next video.